Hello, Candace. My name is Sean Everett. I am the website analysis expert over at Zucker Marketing. Thank you so much for talking with Eric. He sent your website over to me for analysis, and I got to tell you, it is a beautiful website. A lot of video on it that makes it really active and interesting to look at. Great photos, and it's interactive. It's a beautiful website, but that's not what I'm here for. Now, I'll tell you, the a beautiful website is exactly what is necessary to get somebody to start to click, claim a free quote, or scroll down and find out other things. Well, there's claim a free quote again. But you have these numbers which scroll up. You have reputation. You have how to get to know the people that run the company. It's a great website, but also in the website is exactly what will get people to come here and what will not get them to come here. And I'm going to show you exactly what I mean because I can give you some tips and tricks to make this website work for you in a better way. And just hang on, here we go. I'm going to show you exactly what I do. I'm going to do this in real time. So the first thing I do is I've opened these up, in advance so that we can just look at them together. But I haven't looked at the actual numbers. This is the first thing I do. I look at this paid tool. It is called Ahrefs, and it gives me the metrics of your site, which look pretty good. The third thing I do after looking at your website and going to the tool is going to a Google map and seeing the communities around you, like Galena Park and Highlands. I don't know if you service those areas. I'm guessing you do. Pasadena and so on. We'll come back to why those are important. Now, number 4, I go and I do a search for Houston, Texas roofers. Now, it's going to take me a minute because I'm going to have to describe a little bit about how Google works. The Google algorithm determines the placement of everything on the Google search web results page. Now, the algorithm was designed by Google to satisfy its search customers, and the way that it satisfies them is by giving them a good website. Now, as far as you and I are concerned, we might prefer to have a good business, somebody that really knows how to make a good roof more than somebody that knows how to make a good website. But that's the world we're in now. And Google is the gorilla in the search world. So when the gorilla wants to dance, well, we dance. So not much to do about that. I'm going to show you how these folks got here. They went to Google and they filled out a Google business profile. You can do the same this afternoon or this evening. Just go there with all the information from your company and fill it out. And it'll ask you what year you started your business, the website, obviously, your physical address. It'll ask you your hours on a daily basis. And it's going to have some tick boxes like on-site services or online estimates that you can tick everything that is important. And do this favor for me. Be thorough, very, very thorough. Fill in every blank that could possibly be filled in. If you're not sure if something should go in it, put something in it anyway. They'll tell you if it's wrong because an algorithm rewards thoroughness. An algorithm is just a mathematical construct. So whatever there is more of, it likes better. So that's what you want to do for that. And so that's my first tip. This will get you up near the top of this search, which is useful because I'm going to show you something. I'm going to scroll down fast. Boom. All right, that was the bump stop right there. These are the related searches. It doesn't start drawing more until after I get to that point. So most people with a Dorito in one hand and a mouse in the other don't scroll much further than that. So what you want to do is be somewhere near the top, either in the map pack, these folks here, or somewhere above the related searches. Now, if you hear a dog barking, forgive me. Somebody has released the hounds near the office here, and I don't have any control over that. So the first actual thing underneath the map pack are what we call the organic searches. Now, the organic searches can be a list of from companies like Forbes has the best contractors, roofing contractors of Houston in 2024. I'm sure they just slapped a new year on it from last year's. GAF has narrowed it down to the 485 best roofers. That's got to be useful. But the first company I see coming up is Houston Roofing and Construction. Now, they're the first actual roofing company, and I'm going to, for the sake of this comparison, refer to them as your Google competitor. Now, I'm going to show you their website. It's a nice website. very fall colors. I don't know if that changes for spring or not, but anyway, here's your website. Much more interesting to watch. And I'm going to do something right away. I'm going to take your website. I'm going to select all, copy, and paste it into this word search. Word counter, excuse me, 733 words. Now I'm going to do the same with their website. Copy and paste. Let's see how many words they have. They have 1,064. Now I was mentioning that algorithm before, and you know what it likes more than 733? It likes 1,064. So that's why it has placed the search, one of the reasons it has placed the search higher on the Google thing. Now, Google wants you to have 1,500 words on your website. So you're about halfway there. But it's not going to require a lot of work, to be honest, because there's a lot of things you can put in your website that will be helpful to your website. And that, let me show you what I mean. So the first thing I'm going to show you is your keywords. You have 990 keywords. Now that's a lot of keywords. That's a darn good amount of keywords. And a keyword is something that somebody would type into a Google search that would cause your website to come up. For instance, as a roofer, you would probably have the word roofer in your website. Now the algorithm doesn't know the difference between roofer, roofing company, or roofing companies. Those are three different searches as far as it's concerned. It likes you to be thorough. It likes you to be precise. So here is what Houston roofers have for their keywords. You have 990. They have 2,600. Again, they win that little competitive thing that Google has set up. And only because they have, 3 times the number that you have. But like I said, all words are not equal. Here's their keywords. Now, this is by volume. These are the actual numbers. These are actual searches that people type into Google. Gable roof, hip roof, blue roof, roof inspection, fascia, roof financing, roof decking, all sorts of things that have to do with your industry. I don't know your industry that well, so I wouldn't know what all of the words are. I imagine there would be shingles and shake shingles and TPO and whatever all the options are there, and gutters and all of those things. Now you can get your word count up, your keyword count up really quickly by just thinking about all the words that you use in your industry. Something that somebody like me would not necessarily know, but something that somebody who is trying to put a new roof on their house might type into a Google search. The other thing is ask your salespeople when they show up at the house and do an estimate, what are the questions they get? Because those are the questions you want answered on your website. Let me explain it this way. If you had your web designer put the phrase gorillas like bananas on your website, well, every time somebody in South America typed gorillas like bananas, your website would come up and they'd say, why is Amstill Roofing coming up on a website, on a search that I have for gorillas liking bananas? I don't understand this. The reason is because you had it on your website. So the reverse is true. If you don't have it on your website, it won't come up, right? Easy. So you want to have everything you can on your website that relates to your industry. Next thing we're going to look at is your backlinks. You have 1,700. That's a darn good number of backlinks. Here's what Houston Roofing has. They have 1,700 also. So look how neck and neck you are. You only have to improve your keywords in order to pull ahead. Now, here are their backlinks. They're not much different than yours, I'm sure. The Muffin Group, I have no idea what that is. Expertise.com, Super Pages, Chamber of Commerce, probably Yellow Pages, YP.com, same thing. All sorts of sites that are essentially referring back to their site. They only have 2 that are in the 90s. If you got on Angie's List, that would be 1 more than they have. They don't have it on here, and I know that because Angie's List is rated at a 91. Now, Angie's List is a paid site, and all the rest of these you could probably get on as easily by just filling out a profile like you did for the Google profile. Now, here's where the rubber hits the road. Your backlinks and your keywords got you 458 clicks. That's your traffic from last month. That's down 18 from the month before that. Here's how much. They had 3,100. Now, all I can tell you is that the 3,100 is that many more times than this likely to get an estimate request, likely to get a potential customer, likely to get money in your pocket. And all of this is because Google is the gorilla in the search world. Now, you're not just competing in the physical world, obviously, anymore. You have to compete in the virtual world, and in this case, in the Google world, because look at what their keywords and their backlinks have got them. The #1 roofer spot in the organic lists. Now, like I said, you can be both here and here. So why not try for both? It'll be easy. I've told you 3 things to do. Google Business Profile, keywords, and backlinks. Those are all suggestions you can take to the bank. They're all yours to use as you will. You can do them yourself, or as most roofers would probably want to do, they would prefer to continue to roof and let somebody else deal with the guts of the website. I'm going to tell you that your web designer did a great job, but they're like the painter at the body shop. We're like the mechanic. We know what needs to go inside your website. Your web designer doesn't necessarily know these things because that's not their business. They want to make this thing look great, and it does. We want to make it work great. So if that's something that interests you, of what I've told you makes sense, then by all means, please give Eric a call. He will guide you through the next steps. Thank you so much for watching. I hope I've been helpful to you, and you have some ideas that you can put to use yourself, or have Eric do it for you. So thank you so much for watching. You have a great day.